YouTube, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Jay back here with another vid. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're on your purpose, getting to a bag, all that good shit, man. It's Monday. Hope y'all had a good weekend, did what y'all needed to do. But yeah, it's another week, and in this video specifically, I want to talk about how it all starts with energy. It all starts with energy. So let me turn my energy up in this video. You feel me? Because more energy, it's gonna heighten my ability to impact whoever's viewing this right now. And ultimately, the reason I'm making this video is I feel like recently I've been having a lot of downloads. You know, God always speaking to me, and you know, I feel like we all be having different tactics and strategies and understandings on creating success in our lives, whether that be with money, whether that's with women, whether that's with your physique, your diet, your habits, things you want to change, your family, just different social relationships. And I think, like I said, sometimes we go directly for the tactic, or sometimes we go directly for the strategy. But I feel like the biggest and most crucial aspect of success is energy, right? Like the energy you put behind things. Energy also could be substituted for attitude, right? The attitude that you have about things. It could be associated with your perspective, the way that you look at things. And you can take it in the physical sense. You know, what you put into your body affects your energy. So, you know, really, I think, you know, Nikola Tesla said it in one of his quotes that, you know, if you want to know the secrets to the universe, you should think in terms of frequency, vibration, and energy. And I resonate with that because I think that we live in a world to where everything is ultimately energy. It's made of matter and it has energy to it. And when we work with that energy, including the energy in our own bodies, you know, we can start manipulating things to our advantage. You know, this world is moldable. So, you know, for example, if y'all approaching a social interaction or an interaction with a woman, right, you could come into it with the energy or the attitude as if this isn't going to work. I'm not her type. Oh, she's out of my league. Oh, I can't pull her. Oh, she's too cold. I can't get her. Type stuff. Or you can have the attitude or the energy like, why should I even spend my time on you? You know, that could be the attitude that you approach the situation. Are you even worth my time? Are you worth my time and energy? Okay, you're okay to look at, but like, what's more to you? Why should I spend my time with you? So, you know, ultimately, the energy, the attitude, the way you look at life is going to determine the difference. You know, it's not your talent. It's not how hard you work. It's not how smart you work. It's not, you know, the way that you look at things is ultimately the energy to which you approach a situation. You know, that's what separates the lion from every other animal in the jungle. You know, that's what makes a lion a lion. That's what makes him the king, is he has a different type of energy. You know, he's not the biggest, he's not the strongest, he's not the fastest, but ultimately he has an energy like, I gotta eat today, and my kids gotta eat today, and if I don't eat today, it's gonna get bad. And I love to eat, and I love to hunt. Ultimately, the lion love to hunt. That's his attitude. Some, you know, the gazelle don't like to hunt. The gazelle want to hand it to him. The gazelle want to give him. So that's the attitude of that. So ultimately, man, you know, energy, attitude goes hand in hand. But like I said, it's also what to do with your physical body. You know, are you doing the right things on a daily basis that helps build energy? You feel me? We just out here at my apartment, by the pool, people coming in and out. But like I said, you know, this right now, getting outside, getting into the sun, this is ultimately gonna add to my energy. Putting the right foods in my body. I just ate eggs and oatmeal. Eggs and oatmeal is a good energy source for my body. The things that we put in our body is ultimately what fuels us through our day to day. So it's gonna have an extreme impact on our energy, how we feel, how we approach the world, which goes into our attitude, like I just said before. You know, sometimes you don't eat, you have a bad attitude. Sometimes you don't, you know, you're doing the wrong things, you're gonna have a bad attitude. So that's why it's important to be surrounded by good energy. Fill up with good energy. Put good energy in your body. You know, listen to songs with good energy. You know, these songs and stuff, they be tuned at certain frequencies that puts us in a bad vibration, that puts us in bad energy, and then that shows on our face. You know, if that shows on our face, how that's gonna show at work. If that shows at work, how your boss gonna treat you, how your coworker gonna treat you, how the customer gonna treat you. You know, if it's showing on your face, how your partner gonna treat you when you come home from work. You know, if it's shown on your face, how your kids gonna treat you when that's the attitude you giving them. So, you know, it has a lot more to do than we think, and sometimes that we realize, right? You know, we could think it's, oh, the tactics, oh, I gotta learn this strategy, or what's the best business to start with this, or how can I get leads at a cheaper price, or how can I Facebook advertise, or how can I gain muscle in the most. But like, you know, you're gonna have the most gains in the gym if you approach it with a happy attitude. You're gonna have the most gains in the gym when you full of energy going into the gym. You know, if you depleting yourself doing stuff that won't do no more, you know, you're gonna go into the gym with not enough energy to do the maximum effort in the workout that your muscles are capable of doing. That's the thing, you know, that's the beauty of it. And I think that shows the essence of energy in a nutshell, right? When we on retention, when we practice in the street, it's not that our muscles have a different capability of lifting a certain amount of weight. That capability was always there in our muscles, but energy is something that's not, it's almost not tangible. It's almost essence, you know. I know in certain religions and cultures, they talk about the sacred secretion and how, you know, the Christ oil and that oil getting anointed up your body. So it's almost like energy has a certain substance to it. It's almost like a vril. You know, if you look into certain cultures, you know, they all have a certain word for energy: chi, vril, essence, thumos, life. You know, so I think it's important to look at what we need to do to cultivate that, right? Because it's not something, like I said, tangible or something you could feel like a muscle. But if it changes performance from not being able to lift a heavy ass weight to being able to lift a heavy ass weight, or not being able to approach a girl and be successful versus approaching a girl and being successful, or not being able to close a deal versus being able to close a deal, I think that's worth paying attention to. If that could have that difference in performance and results in our life, right? So, you know, to recap, energy is probably the most important quality to success in life. And to cultivate energy, you know, you have to feel your environment, your physical environment, your body, your mental environment, your physical environment, external. You know, fill all of that with as much positivity and good energy as you can. And also release the negative energy. Release the negative energy around you. Release the negative energy from yourself. And ultimately, once that exchange happens, that's going to ultimately change your attitude. And once you change your attitude, then you approach life different. Your face is different. You speak different. The way you move around is different. Your eyes is different. And humans is real receptive creatures, right? Like, we're tuned from an evolutionary way. We're tuned to pick up on others' emotions. We're tuned to pick up on these subtle cues. You know, a lot of communication is body language, not just verbal. It's a lot of non-verbal cues. So, you know, if we communicate like that, and our attitude is ultimately going to shift those non-verbal cues. Like, if you had a good day, you probably more likely to smile. You probably more likely to carry your chest high. You probably more likely to do all these things, which changes your attitude. And when your attitude changes, your energy increases. You know, when you got a bad attitude, you don't want to do nothing. You want to just sit around, talk about how bad your day was, and talk about how this lady pissed you off and this person pissed you off, and life sucks, and I'm depressed, and I want to eat chips, and I want to lay in bed, and I don't want to do shit. But like, that's not gonna get no results. Being positive gets you results. Having energy gets you results. Being able to get up and do some shit gets you results. So take heed to the message, right? Like, let's not just listen to it. Let's take heed to it. Let's do some things today, not tomorrow. Let's do some things today that can increase our energy for tomorrow. You know, we got to think long term about this stuff too, which is why I feel like a lot of us get caught up. You know, a lot of these instant maybe energy givers aren't long-term energy givers. You know, you might get instant energy from a chocolate bar, but that's not sustainable. You might get instant energy from a Red Bull. That's not sustainable. You might get instant energy from cocaine. That's not sustainable type shit. So, you know, what's something today you could do that's going to be sustainable energy for tomorrow? You could eat an apple. You could walk around the block. You could get out in the sun. You could journal. You could read a book. You could do some jumping jacks. You could work out. You could plenty of things that you could do to raise your energy. But it's all about if you're willing to do it, and if you are, you know, reflect on the changes, reflect on what happens in your environment, reflect on if there's any new important things to note, or if things are changing, write that down. Because then, you know, once you do that, you're gonna be more likely to continue those positive habits in the future once you see that impact. And once you see, on the vice versa, once you see the impact of the negative habits and the negative energy, you'll be less likely to go back to that stuff. You know, really about the websites or certain girls or certain dudes that's just negative, that ain't talking about shit, or girls that's not talking about nothing and just want to steal your energy, or the websites. You know, once you stop going back to those things and you start taking note of how they make you feel, you're less likely to go back, and start taking note of the positive, you're more likely to go towards that. So hope that makes sense. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Quick little rant. We still figuring out everything as far as formats and channels and good stuff, but you know, if I keep providing value top of mind and just try to come on here and do that the best I can, I think good things will happen. So I appreciate you for watching. If you are, if you liked the video, press the like button. If you didn't, don't. Comment if you want to see something particular from me next. Subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more content, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.